Hello, Ray-Pec community. Mike Slagle, Superintendent of the Ray-Pec School District. This is a little special video coming to you today. This is really going out to our parents, but also to our staff community as well, because I have with me some royalty in the office today. Kiley Brown, our 2020 Teacher of the Year. So Kiley, thank you for being here.
Thank you for
And congratulations.
Thank you.
As you know, things are a little different this year. Normally we would have had a talk or a conversation at Convocation,
Yep.
but this year, because of COVID, we're here in this nice office space to talk a little bit. So thanks for being here.
Absolutely.
Tell me a little about yourself as the new guy on the block. Who is Kiley Brown, and tell me about you and Ray-Pec.
So I started my career here at Ray-Pec student teaching, actually. So this is my 9th year in the district, and I was lucky enough to get to stay after my student teaching. I have been in elementary my entire career. I started in 1st grade and spent some time in 2nd grade, and also taught in one of our special education programs called Compass. I'm from the area. I grew up in Belton and graduated from Belton, and just love where our community and where we live.
Awesome, very good. So tell me about the district. What do you like most about Ray-Pec? What brought you back? Tell me a little about that.
Yeah. Truly, Ray-Pec, I just think, values the community, students, parents, teachers, everybody. And one thing that I've really noticed through my time here and feel is super important in my own practice is Ray-Pec really takes the time to make students feel safe and connected and loved, and allows teachers the tools that they need to help students feel that way. And I think that they hold it as their highest priority, because we know learning can't take place unless that is happening. And I love that about Ray-Pec. I think they invest in kids and their own teachers and their growth and practice, so we're always providing truly what's best for kids.
That's great to hear. It's great to hear. So this is a year unlike any other. So
Yep.
It ended in a strange way,
Yep.
and it has started in a most unusual way.
Yep.
So tell me about how you have, we've coined the term embracing the ambiguity, and how has that looked in your life and in your teaching profession?
Gosh, I don't think any of us could have predicted what this was going to look like at all. And, I would really say that for myself, as I ended the year, I ended together with my students in a different way than I ever would have before. And I really had to learn for myself, just my own self-regulation and being okay with the words "more to come," and really mirroring that for myself and my students, and knowing that it's okay to not know it all, and I've truly become the biggest learner this year, just as I would expect from my students.
Yeah. So I know your years here in Ray-Pec, and then getting to the point where you have the accolades that people want to make you the Teacher of the Year for Ray-Pec. There's certainly people that have helped you along the way.
Right.
Who are some of those that have reached out their hand to you along the way and pulled you up and embraced that ambiguity is over your journey?
Oh man, so many people. First, I would say I started in the district with Katie Kiger, and she was a 1st grade teacher and is now a reading interventionist at Peculiar. And I will, she's a good friend of mine now, but someone I look up to so much. And I will be really honest in saying I learned as much from her and the time in her classroom and being her teammate on her team than I even did in college. I mean, I would say the hands-on experience and her kindness and compassion and willingness to learn and grow, her growth mindset was a huge building piece in my career. And I also think Missy Mattingly, she's been my principal my entire career also, and she went above and beyond to answer questions, but also provide me learning experiences to grow in my practice. So many wonderful teammates along the way. Wonderful experience in the Compass program, where I had the opportunity to work with a lot more people, everybody in Bridal Ridge's building, as well as special education, special services, and that helped me grow as a whole person and understand children just even more.
And now as an instructional coach, you have the opportunity to touch all of our students across the district. What's that been like? Oh,
it has been a totally unique experience than I've ever had before. I have loved every second of it. I did spend a lot of my career at Bridal Ridge and Shoal, and so this year I have been at so many buildings, and it has been the most positive experience. I leave every day with something to share with somebody else. I leave feeling so good. I walk into classrooms and I get to see the brilliance that we don't always get to see when we're in our own classrooms. And so it has been amazing to watch teachers connect with kids because so much has changed. But what hasn't changed and what I've noticed in every single building I've been in, whether it's Viper or in person, is the way that we respect kids and challenge them and love them and connect them with their peers. It feels so safe and so homey, and I would not trade this experience for the world. It's been amazing.
That's excellent. That's awesome. Now, a lot of teachers are going to be looking up to you now as their Teacher of the Year. What encouragement would you have, especially in this environment, but moving forward, what encouragement or words of advice would you have for those that look to you as maybe in a leadership role?
You know, I just really think that truly give yourself the grace that you give your students. Teachers want everything to be perfect for their students. We know that's our main goal. We want them to learn and do well and feel connected and safe. And we have to give ourselves the grace that we're all learning too. And we give that so willingly to students, but I've noticed in working with teachers, and myself included, we don't always allow ourselves that little bit of time and grace. And I think that that's so important, and that self-care, leaning on your team. I've seen the most amazing things happening, and even though it seems things are challenging or hard or you don't know what's to come, what an amazing job everyone is doing. And if they could look through the lens of how their kids look at them and allow themselves that grace, they would feel so good and be able to, we have a huge opportunity here in education to rise to this challenge, and already doing such amazing work and just keeping that momentum so we're always doing what's best for kids.
Yes, and I see that about you just in the conversation here. You're student focused and wanting always to do what's best for kids, and pulling up those around with you and walking along with them, right?
Yes, yes.
Absolutely. Kiley, I also want to read something that was submitted on your behalf in support of your Teacher of the Year candidacy.
Okay.
So this person wrote, "I have never met a teacher as calm, composed, and as positive as Kiley Brown. She always has a smile, no matter how hard the day is, how her class is doing, or even when she's 9 months pregnant. She literally does not stop smiling. Her calmness and personality is contagious to her team. She is knowledgeable in all things Ray-Pec and takes aim to help her coworkers. She is fortunate to work with Kiley Brown." I think you could probably say that about lots of people who have helped you in your career as well. So
Everybody. Yes,
thank you for
truly.
that. Absolutely. Thanks for being here.
Absolutely.
Ray-Pec community, thank you for joining in. Kiley Brown, your 2020 Ray-Pec Teacher of the Year.